Hello, yes, and welcome to another episode of MLS Ireland. Well, I'll be bringing to you my predictions for week 24. Only about a month left to play, month and a half, so it's getting exciting, so stay tuned. Yes, hello and welcome. My name is Sean, so thank you very much for joining me, and if you're new to this, hit that subscribe button. I'm up to 73 at the moment, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So I might as well just kick on into it because videos are a wee bit long these days and it takes forever to edit. And don't worry about the cut that was happening on a football game on Monday. That was a long time ago. Today's Saturday. So the first one is New England away to New York Red Bulls. They played each other in April. New England won that game. It's going to be a tricky game. This one, New England, they drew their last game against Seattle, away to Seattle, which is a very good result for them. Red Bull, they kind of got annihilated by New York City, not New York City, LA. So I'm going to go for a tricky win, but I'm going to say it's going to be 2-1 to New York. So it's going to be on TV here, so might catch that a wee bit. So may as well go into the next game. The next game is Toronto away to Columbus Crew. Columbus. They're not doing very well at the moment, which is kind of disappointing. I always like to see them do very well against Toronto, who could beat anybody on their day and basically lose to anybody on their day. So this game is going to be a tricky one. Columbus Crew do have the capability of winning this game, but I think it's going to be a tight game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. It's going to be a tight game. I'm looking forward to it. I may catch a wee bit of it because it's going to be on around the same time as this next game, New York City against Cincinnati. They played each other already this season on June. New York stuffed them 5-2, so I'm going to see a wee bit more of the same, not the same scoreline, granted, but the way Cincinnati play at the moment, I don't think they're doing very well. New York City SC are slowly climbing the ladder. You don't really, if they won all their games that they have in hand, they do go top. So it just shows you how actually good they are at the moment, and the table doesn't really reflect off where they are, I think. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to New York City. Sorry Cincinnati, it's just not your season, so unfortunately. The next one is Montreal against Dallas. Montreal are in a weird moment at the moment. They just don't seem to be winning many games, easy games that you think they would win, but then they would beat Philadelphia 4-0. Like, these games don't really make much sense. Then they beat Portland. Both games were at home, so these games you don't really think about. And then they beat Seattle as well. So it is going to be a tricky game. Montreal should, against FC Dallas, who played during the week there, got beat FC Dallas. So it's going to be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to that one. Might catch a bit of it. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Montreal with Bojan in the team now, and they're at home against FC Dallas, who are not in a great place at the moment. I'm going to go for a Montreal win. The next game is Chicago Fire against Philadelphia. They played each other already in July last month, a couple of weeks ago. Philadelphia won 2-0 quite easily. Chicago Fire lost their last game. Philadelphia won their last two games, so I'm going to go for an easy win for Philadelphia. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win again. So it's going to be basically a repeat. Let me know if you're screaming at us saying not a hope. Put it in the comments below, and then I will reply because I've got nothing else to do apart from edit this. The next game is Minnesota against Orlando City. Minnesota, they've won. They won their last 3 or 4 games without conceding. I think that's what it was. Was it? No. At home, yeah. They won their last 4 games. I think they won 1-0 at home, so they are hard to beat. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. I do think Orlando are capable of scoring goals, but I think Minnesota, with their fans, I would say it's going to be a tight enough game for them to win, so it's going to be 2-1. Next one is Sporting Kansas City against San Jose Earthquakes. San Jose beat them already this season 4-1. I'm kind of seeing the same. Sporting Kansas City on their day could probably beat anybody, but I think against San Jose it's maybe a wee bit too much. But I would say at home they have the capability of scoring against San Jose, so I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. A 2-2 draw. A game basically anybody could throw a whole pile of numbers into a hat and keep out with it, and probably would have done a hell of a lot better. So the next game is Houston against Colorado. Houston already got beat at home to Colorado this season already, I think. No, Colorado beat them. No, Colorado got beat by Houston 4-1. Sorry. Houston beat Colorado already, so that was going to be an interesting game. Colorado already got beat by Houston 4-1, so I'm looking forward to this game. I do think Houston are in a bad moment at this place in time, so I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Colorado, so that's going to be a wee bit of a shock. Houston are usually good when they're at home, but I just don't think they're doing very well at this present time, so I think they're going to find it tight against Colorado, who strangely enough could beat people but then lose dramatically. The next game is Los Angeles Galaxy against Seattle Sounders. Seattle now have brand new owners in Macklemore, so that's going to be weird. And what do you call him? Quarterback Russell Wilson. Interesting development against Galaxy, who basically rely on Zlatan way too much. Hence why I predicted 2-1 win last week, and I got it correct, which I'm quite pleased with. So I'm going to go for the same result, but for Galaxy to win 2-1. Seattle, I would say LA Galaxy just have a wee bit more experience, and the way Seattle are playing at the moment, I just don't think they will just get this one over the line. The next one is Real Salt Lake against LAFC. Real Salt Lake, I put out a tweet there last week that they're slowly climbing up the ladder, and they really are. They're surprising everybody. They're second best team in the form at the moment, behind obviously the team they're going to be playing. So it's going to be a tight one. So I'm going to go for a 2 LAFC to Real Salt Lake 1. I think I would just say LAFC have a wee bit too much for them, and Real Salt Lake should score, because I think they always score at home. So it's going to be a good one. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. The next one is Vancouver against DC United. DC are actually got a better away record than they do at home, which is quite surprising compared to last season when they got their new stadium to basically just blitzed everybody. Against Vancouver, who are just not in a very good place at the moment. So I do think Vancouver may have a good game in this, but the way DC United set up and the experiences that they have, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to DC United, with Wayne Rooney scoring. And the next one and the last one is Portland Timbers, is going to be on tomorrow night against Atlanta. So all these games are going to be at midnight, so after midnight, so it's going to be pretty hard to watch. But it's going to be a good game, this one. It's going to be on TV, I believe, here. So I'm really looking forward to that game. It's going to be two good teams. Atlanta, very good, winning during the weekday, and against Portland Timbers, who are very good at home, starting to play better now when they're at home. Two teams who probably play on the same surface, so I'm going to go for a tight 2-2 draw. Yep, that is all my predictions for this week, so I hope you enjoyed them. And if you're new to this, like I said, hit the subscribe button. My Twitter handle and all that stuff is down below there as well in the comments. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you on the next one. So bye now.